one designer out of the push clothing.
How are you?
Yeah.
We've got
Okay, we're gonna put the guys like down.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
She's down there.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I need to check this out.
What? You're now.
You go now.
I already went.
You go fast. Come on.
You're right.
I want to
Should we start with introduction?
Yeah, I think so. Like a hi, my name is. Yeah.
Yeah, do it again first.
Okay, go.
Marie Webb. Marie Webb. Got it. Hi, I'm Marie Webb.
Hi, I'm Marie Webb. Hi, I'm Renee Forrestall.
Can you say who you are in relation to each other?
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Hi, I'm Renee Forrestall, Marie Webb's mom,
I'm Marie Webb.
fashion designer.
Very designer. Two.
Marie is 34 years old.
Yeah.
Right? And she's worked really hard for at least 15 years on sort of, I would say, professional activity and education in fashion. Because you always were interested in design and clothes, even when you were a baby.
I'm not a baby.
No, but when you were a baby, I used to take you to the fabric store and I'd hold you in front of the fabric bolts and I'd say, which one do you like? And I'd hold two fabrics and then whichever one you reached out to, I would buy it. And then we'd make you a little thing with it. You did always have preferences about clothes ever since you were little.
Yes.
And you always dressed yourself like in what you wanted. A lot of princess things. There's a lot of that. There was a lot of and a lot of mixing of colors.
Yeah.
A lot of bright colors.
Yeah, they might come on my dreams.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm dreaming of spelling.
They were inspiring dreams. Yeah. One day you did a big drawing, a great big drawing, and you brought it downstairs and you wrapped it around your body. And that was your way of telling us, I want to wear my drawings. You'd alter some of my clothes too. I'll never forget my Albert Nippon dress that got trimmed.
Not trim. They're too big.
Oh my heavens. Hey, Butler. Hi, Butler. Going in here. And OMG. Show me. You know, when you're drawing, one of the things I notice is that you'll draw things that are happening in your life.
Yeah.
It just comes out on your page. So whether it's a Disney thing,
Yeah, Disney and RuPaul.
and you really enjoyed all that kind of festive and risque kind of clothing and the fun of all the drag shows and all that. You enjoyed that.
So, can you walk us through the connection between all of the mentorships that you arranged for Marie?
When Marie graduated from high school, she
Yeah.
did not want to go back for the extra year. So people on IPPs, individual
IPPs.
program plans, who are part of a learning center, the government offered them an option to go back for an extra year of high school if they wanted to. You said, nope, I'm not going back. I graduated. I am done. So I thought, okay, this is crunch time. So I did go to NSCAD and I asked them, could she apply even? I said, could she apply to, send a portfolio? She's got a portfolio. And they said no. If she was on an IPP, she has an intellectual disability, she cannot come. She can't apply. Every 2 or 3 years I'd go back in and I'd say, do you think she could apply? And they'd say, nope, sorry, we can't take her. I did a lot of Googling and research on what lessons I could give her and I could adapt that I could actually help her with. It wasn't long after that they set up the Arts Equity program in Halifax, in Nova Scotia, and I started to apply to that because they had a mentorship component that we could apply for mentorship grants. Each mentorship was broken down into maybe 6 to 12 sessions, and then Marie worked on those skills. And I always like what Nick said, Marie's dad. You'll teach Marie something, and you're going down a road, you think you're telling her something, and then she'll turn around, she'll take that information, she'll use it, but she'll use it in a way that you never expected. So last summer, you met Salitha Short, who has the Soli production.
So House of Soli is an organization that is based in the fashion industry. We build platforms for designers and other creatives to shine. And our management element of the company is where we house the agency representing models and actors here in Nova Scotia.
And Salitha invited you to be a part of Halifax Fashion Week last year. When she first met you, she looked at your work, she walked into the studio and she said, wow.
Pure talent.
At the same time, we had applied for a grant to build the Bragwear collection. We want to do it while her health is good. And while she's young enough and healthy enough.
House of Soli is about creating a platform where our talent can strive to the next level, because it's not going to happen here. But after Halifax Fashion Week and I saw the reception, I was like, Renee, you're going to New York. Because we had gone in 2021 and we've gone every year since to New York and to Paris. And I told Renee, next year's your year. We're heading to New York for Fashion Week. And she's like, okay, let's do it.
Could be like a piece of jewel or something like that. Like,
my name is Lisa Hamilton, and I'm an assistant professor at NSCAD in the fashion textile department. Renee, Marie, and I had planned on working together in this period of time, probably a year ago, when there was no New York Fashion Week on the horizon. And it just so happened in that middle period that we received a large donation from the Hillary and Galen Weston Foundation to reignite a program called Sew to Sew. We could invite Marie as a paid artist in residence.
I think we brought in about 250 drawings, and they were really complicated.
We could provide payment for student interns to be working with Marie, so we could build an entire team that could make this collection happen.
It's really kind of merging the best of both worlds in a sense where, yep, you have the technical training, you have what it takes. What Renee is offering the students is that experience.
For Marie to be invited to 2 runways in New York Fashion Week is a very big deal. It's an amazing tool, venue for her to communicate her designs and have them seen on a much larger scale. If NSCAD has sent someone to New York Fashion Week, I do not know about it. I think that this would be a first for us.
Yeah, what do you think about being part of this team, Marie? You're leading this team. How does that make you feel to be part of that?
I'm just so happy this. I'm doing it. I love it.
Does it feel good to be included?
Yep.
Yeah.
Included. Happiness, love, and being sweetness and kind and spirit.
We have 4 students who've been working on this collection or recent alumni. And the first of those is Massey Salimi Beni. And Massey is a recent graduate who comes from Iran. She's a details person.
Lisa and Renee, both of them always said that I'm good at making things elegant. I feel it was the reason that they asked me to be in this collection.
We also have on the team April Beatty, and April is a fashion student who will be graduating next year. April is like a crackerjack sewer.
My interest lies in the technical, so I think it makes for a really unique and, for me, perfect situation for collaboration.
And Ruben Francis has been working on the team, and he's our structure expert. So, and Ruben has a real interest in history and historical garments.
I'm a real DIY kind of person.
We also have a final student on the, who's been working part-time with us, Wei-Ming Du. Like, he can look at her work and then 4 hours later has something built that looks identical.
I like the model can see through.
Wei-Ming, I don't know how you do it. It's something very different to create someone else's work. Think of what that artist wants and your responsibility to that artist and to that design.
Well, see, most designers will be like maybe 1 or 2 people, or you know, but right, Marie needs a team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Adults.
Adults, a team of adults.
Give me a
That's right.
yeah.
Finally.
Renee works alongside our team as an artist and a maker. Like, she is physically making pieces and purchasing fabric, but she's also a real advocate for Marie. Renee has been really key in teaching us how to navigate that well and making sure we're not forgetting some really important things. And sometimes that means raising a flag and saying, I think you've moved too far. Let's pull it back.
I could never imagine how these could ever even be made. I can't even think how they would be constructed. Yeah. So what do you think about NSCAD?
NSCAD is in the beginning.
Yes, what?
In the beginning.
It's the beginning?
In the beginning, yes.
It's, yeah, you are at the beginning.
It's a special experience because it's been really, it's been quite intense. I think that there have been not large worries, but smaller worries that have flared up throughout the project. And we know that Marie's health, it goes up and down. Like, in general, there is a worry sometimes about fatigue or overworking her. We had to tailor the expectations to what would work best for Marie.
She's not there every day, but when she is, it's really fun, especially when she's when she has a lot of energy, because she's always happy. She's always happy to see you. Anybody who walks in the room, she'll give you a hug.
Hey, Marie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Feeling good today?
Yep.
Marie's designs are completely different. They are so complicated, and that helped me to learn a lot.
Right. So right there. Right. Yeah. There.
So when Marie comes into the studio, she illustrates and illustrates. She's not shy with putting her work out.
There's a rainbow ball gown.
What was the inspiration for that one?
There's rainbows.
So we have a number of stretch fabrics or organza and chiffon that they've been directly printed on. So that's one way that we get Marie's designs onto the fabric. The other way that we get the color and design on. Sometimes we're painting directly onto the pieces.
For New York Fashion Week, want to open that up? Let's take a look. This is her authentic voice, is the drawing. It's the marks, it's the way those marks come together.
You'll see in her illustrations what's happening in Marie's world.
How did it feel to see those first designs become real?
It can't become alive. I feel perfect.
Okay, folks, does everyone feel kind of ready? Why don't I start off with a couple little updates since last week that are really great. So we know that Massey got their visa to go to New York, which is amazing because we were sort of told that it would be impossible. Yeah. So it's pretty exciting. Everybody's process is really different. So part of what my role has been is helping to say, I know what you're seeing doesn't look like what you expected it to look like today. It may look very rudimentary, but it actually has moved the creative process.
Quick question, the green part that's coming off off the cape, what is that?
Oh, we had a lot of challenges.
Marie doesn't consider the technical aspects of anything when she's drawing. It's all visual.
Marie's designs are two-dimensional. We had to make them three-dimensional.
It's a lot more time consuming to have things be asymmetrical. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, so yeah.
I teach that we often make things symmetrically. And we teach we teach a correction. Sometimes Marie has had a design line that is crooked, you know, or what I would say, it's not symmetrical, but it is difficult to sometimes not go, oh, this is meant to be straight across.
If we bring our own marks to it, we eliminate her marks. It's tricky and it's very difficult. The teeth, what are the thoughts about how those will be made or painted or drawn?
Painted or
Painted and drawn?
We always talk about our decisions with Renee, and if she says, yeah, it is, we go with that. But sometimes we have like some challenges in this part too.
Can you tell me about that?
Yes, so we, like every single person in this collection, they have like different point of view of the design. Sometimes we like made our decision and said, oh, that's so cool, let's go with this. Then we share that with Renee and said, no, it's not the one that we want. So you should go with something else.
I wanted to ask Renee if she likes this.
I love that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had to kind of put my feelings aside, my personal feelings towards the visual aspects of this collection. I've had to put them aside because it's not about me.
So my question, April, is, I think I know the answer. The asymmetry of the top is because it matches the asymmetry in the design.
Yes. Do you think it does?
I do think it does. And I think what we should be asking is if we can ignore the piping that is going through other piping, because it has the potential to make everything messy, really. Yeah. And I think it looks great as it is. Okay. Each piece that you look at contains so much, and you start to see the responsibility you have as a maker in helping or supporting Marie in telling those stories about her life and herself as an artist.
I think what we're seeing and what we're responding to is the immediacy and the authentic quality of her lines, that they are not self-conscious. And Marie, when she draws, it's so free of...
My drawings are magic.
They're magic.
Magical.
There you go, it's magic. There you go.
Coming alive.
In some of the pieces that I've seen, I go back and look and I was like, oh my gosh, she hid something in there.
I think it's Marie. She's sneaky. Like some of the looks, we call it the Birdman, is one of the other ones I'm working on, and it's he has like wings, and then there's also like an upside down cross on it, and in the crotch there's like a little bird that we're gonna make 3-dimensional.
So just think what's going on in her head. I'm like, oh, the good things that are happening in her head. I need an invitation up there.
The night of the 17th at the Lighthouse Art Center, there's going to be a small showcase where a few sneak peeks will be offered and a couple of idea concept pieces. So they're pieces that were made alongside this collection as kind of warm-ups to building this collection. Those are going to be on display with the models.
Thank you to all of them, and for all of you that came out tonight and brought the fashion. Let's get it.
Marie, where are your money pants? And this pantsuit has gone missing. It's gone missing. There was a pantsuit.
So yeah, let's roll them.
Oh, down.
Yeah,
So it's
I'll
all
roll
bags,
them.
all boys?
Where by the so yeah,
That was too much.
What happened, Renee?
Well, a while ago, we lost an item like in transit somewhere, and it was, you know, these prototypes cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000 each to make, and it's a lot when you lose one. And Massey just made this one, especially for Chancey to wear tonight, and to New York, and I thought, I lost it. But it's okay. It dropped. It dropped, so it's okay. It was a terrible feeling. So we're good. Yeah. Anyway. No. I got emotional. Yes, Marie, I got emotional.
Oh no.
Well, I wouldn't want to lose the thing that Massey made. It would have been awful. So Marie has a whole line of wearable art pieces and fashions that are related to her health needs or her health concerns and her health issues. And over the years, she's had a few things, but in 2017, we had quite a shocking revelation with her health, that she had been gradually becoming less and less well and getting sicker and sicker, and then she was diagnosed right there and then. The doctor said she's diabetic, but this isn't regular diabetes. It's a symptom possibly of something else. When she went for the biopsy, it was an experience that I think troubled her, because she realized when she went for that biopsy that she might be in, some serious trouble. The doctor was very kind, but explained what he was going to do, and I think that really worried her. So she designed a hospital shirt, sort of asymmetrical shirt with a picture of her having her biopsy. That's a drawing of her in a gurney in a hospital outfit, kind of clutching her liver. And she was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition. It was very serious, and we didn't know at the time if we were even coming out of the hospital. So this is a very important time for her because she still has the condition, she's still on a lot of meds, and that has made, I think, the sense of urgency to her getting these designs out and celebrating her work.
Here you go.
Perfect.
Tight.
All good. Thank you. I'm excited, guys.
Good luck.
See ya.
I think the fact that, you know, it just brings it really up close, that you think you've got a lifetime, maybe 40 years, maybe 50 years. Then when you're suddenly confronted with, maybe it's not going to be that long, it really does make you feel like, oh God, I've got to do right by her, do right by her work, to live as a fully participating person on this planet with their gifts that need to be shared, you know? I mean, we never know. None of us know. Everybody deserves their time in the sun. And this is hers.
You know, she's a senior designer in this city because she's been creating work for a long time, and the work is beautiful. Marie has been able to do something that very few designers have been able to do in this province.
Good job, Marie.
And I saw also the way the models reacted to being selected by the team. There was a different level of excitement and sort of accomplishment because you're chosen by somebody that they respect and they value. And again, none of the labels mattered.
Yeah, just getting a hug from you really helps, right?
I love hugging my mom.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, it really helps. It helps get me through things.
Every time. I love you, Mom.
Right. Geez, such a quick. Next question. Jeez.
Marie faces many institutional barriers as she tries to navigate the fashion industry and design, but also training and education and support and funding. But I think that the success of her navigating each of these barriers and being able to create I think does change the landscape of the work, and it shows us all what is possible.
Have there been moments of that throughout the process, that kind of panic, and then you find a solution? Or
at the beginning, we didn't have it wasn't that much productive because we didn't have fabrics, and days were passing, and it was, what are we doing? The fabric of one outfit was ready last week.
It's been kind of like a roller coaster of an experience because it was like, if you saw in the very beginning, like things have changed. Probably they've done about a 180. Like we've added pieces, we've kind of scratched the whole collection and put a new collection, and it's completely different than the idea in the beginning.
We definitely had like panic moments, a lot.
oh, good, yeah, it is comfy. Yes.
This
so pretty.
These are some of these pieces are a little bit scary to make because they are unlike anything else.
Yeah.
Did we get a picture of the back? Because it's so cute. Yeah, and whenever we do, thank you very much, Ava. We'll see you in a sec. Look how good that looks. It's like huge relief.
Make this longer and take this out.
That would
Yeah.
What's the issue?
The model and our drawing, one is longer than the other.
I think we should sit on it a little. What do you think, Massey? You like it? You don't think it?
I really like that because it was really hard and
It's really hard.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
Like the worst.
I think this bodysuit was made 3 times, or this part of it was made 3 times with 3 different sets of materials inside. So having some success with this feels really good. So let's sit with the success for now.
I'm Ben Barry. I am Dean of Fashion at Parsons School of Design in New York. As a fashion educator, I think the disability experience brings so much creativity and wisdom and brilliance into fashion design. So often fashion has supported this practice of what's called co-design, where quote, expert designers, often non-disabled designers, invite disabled folks into the design process, often in the initial ideation phase where they're coming up with concepts or ideas. At the end, when we get a product, it is only the often non-disabled designers who are credited, who are compensated. And even more so, what happens is a binary and hierarchy is set up where non-disabled folks are celebrated as the experts of design and disabled folks where a fashion product is designed with them, but for them, they are seen as like passive recipients or participants in design, but not as designers in and of themselves.
It looks very superhero. Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
exactly.
Wonder Woman, yeah.
And I think what is so important about this work with Marie and NSCAD is it is truly intervening in that narrative and recognizing that disabled and non-disabled folks are designers, have fashion wisdom and brilliance, and creates a space of these different bodies and minds coming together to create this collection. And for me, as an educator, as dean of a fashion school, this is where I want fashion to move to.
Our team and that's been amazing. Good job.
They are doing a good job. Boy, they're doing a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job, yes.
Yeah.
Today is our birthday celebration, but also kind of our last production meeting. Yeah. It's like the anxiety is building.
Yeah. I am so fast at pattern making, sewing, but when it comes to final touches, I would say, oh my God, it's so painful. I don't want to do that. But I know I have to do it. It's, for me, that's the challenging part.
Ruben, do you want to, maybe we'll move through it that way. Do you want to talk about what your pain points are? Because I know you've got one right here in front of me.
This one.
That's the littlest ones. Oh, look at that. Oh, no.
So it kind of goes like that.
Oh, sweet.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really
It's so pretty.
beautiful.
This is for the
11.
11.
It's like
11.
the bustle thing.
So this is the cage skirt. It's probably hard to see because it's in pieces. This one took a lot more math, which is not my forte. A lot of art isn't understood. I think, and that's okay, like art for art's sake. But I think Marie's designs are easy for people to kind of dismiss. They're very different. Like a lot of the pieces aren't super gendered. Some of them are very gendered. They're not anything but what she wants to make. You know, that's just what's in her head, which I really like. I think it kind of gives me a new sense of confidence and just being outside of the box.
Oh, like
Positioned
almost
like
like a
that.
Madonna
Yeah,
microphone.
like a Madonna. That's it.
Madonna.
We're gonna have someone who's gonna help us for the hemmings and like small things, and I'm so happy about that because I was so down yesterday and I said, no, it's not gonna happen. I was about to panic. Now I'm fine. I feel so relief and relaxed. We can do that, definitely.
So today we're at NSCAD and we're basically doing our final fitting before we go to New York next week. We're all leaving on different dates, so this was the one that worked best to make sure we all get our last little measurements and adjustments to our outfits and then hit the runway next week in New York.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm excited! It's really cool to see all the different models get into the different outfits, and we'll be switching some of the outfits as well that we're wearing, so it's a really fun, you can hear them probably right now. It's a really fun, energetic environment, and we're all so excited.
I think New York gonna be blown up by seeing those designs because it's very unique fashion. Like everybody is looking very unique and different. So I really feel even my garment is gonna rock in New York.
Yeah. That's the top model status, right?
It means a lot getting to represent Marie and all the work that she does, all the concepts that she comes up with. Getting to just put them on it's really such a beautiful thing, and especially having cultivated a kind of friendship with Marie, it's really quite lovely just to see the end results of all the hard work that she does put in.
Can you throw me a pen? Oh no,
In one way, it's almost just hit me that we actually are going to New York. Like it's something that has kind of been an idea since a year ago. I'm excited to see all the garments finished.
Her design make me feel more confident. Her design make me feel like you can be whoever you want to be, and you can do whatever you want to show on the runway.
Yeah, like a little bo peep. And then straighten it up. Oh. Renee, look at that.
I might have to just work on doing that.
With Valerie's skirt, we want the skirt to be really nice and dramatic.
This is the showstopper, right?
This is the showstopper, and it's amazing with the height that Valerie has. This is an incredible look. The fabric is very slippery, and we've got a nice long train on it. So what we were concerned about is that when Valerie was walking, if that fabric went under her shoe, she could slip. It's 20 minutes that will allow Valerie to do some really great work, and she's going to feel great out there.
Her designs are stunning. They really anything she puts on the sketch, she makes it come to life. So I feel like walking and wearing her stuff, it's very powerful, and yeah, I love her brand.
So what's kind of kept you motivated, especially these last few weeks, to get everything done?
Thinking about New York, imagining the runway, and thinking that we are gonna shine there. Yes.
The fashion industry in Halifax and in Nova Scotia is young. It's not really well supported or well developed. There's a lot of designers in Halifax need to have their work created somewhere else, their patterns created somewhere else. We don't have a really solid infrastructure.
Yeah, hold that. Oh, that's it.
I'm not sure if there's any opportunity in Halifax. I really don't know. That's the scary part.
When you walk away from all of this,
Oh.
when it's all done.
Oh my God, I was crying yesterday and I was saying, I'm gonna be homeless. Okay. Yeah, I will miss all the things. I got used to this. Yeah.
The industry is, again, beautiful, but it's very thorny, and a lot of people are in it just for themselves. So that's why when I find partnerships like the Lemonade Stand partnership, they've accepted me for what I bring to the table and value that, and just see that, just like I value them.
Hi, Mama.
Hey, how are you today?
Good, how are you? Look at your work.
Oh, wow. I can't outfit.
Yeah.
Can't outfit.
Love it.
Are you feeling nervous at all about going?
I'm not nervous anymore.
We're only there for 4 days, so
Yeah, 4 days longer.
6, 7, 8, and 9, and we're back.
Back here.
This is Rock.
And she said check that like literally every hour to see if there's any changes.
Hi, Lisa.
What did they say?
Well, she's. They haven't got the results back from the X-ray, but they heard crackling, and Nick got a view of the lungs, and they were different. So, so yeah. So we'll probably know by tomorrow night. And
Text me tomorrow and let me know, and I'll be wishing her well and health.
All right. Well, have a good flight, and let me know when you're there and landed, and I'll let you know how we make out. Okay? I'll keep in touch.
Okay.
And we'll keep texting. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
How do you think you'll feel?
Doctor told me.
Doctor told you what?
In my ear, in my foot.
Her sister, Millie, had pneumonia last week and was very sick. And we whisked her off to the doctors yesterday, and they had to listen to her lungs, and they said, we're going to keep monitoring her oxygen and her heart rate and her blood and her temperature.
Okay, that's not bad. That's good. That's good. That's good.
And one of the problems with Down syndrome is that all the pipes and tubes inside that go to the lungs, and every other pipe and tube, are smaller scale than they would be for you and I. So that every time there is something like this, anything to do with lungs and windpipes and things, then you have to be 10 times more careful, because if those things get obstructed, you'll really be in hospital fast, right? So it's always a little bit of a panic when things are not normal.
And Renee, how are you feeling? I mean, it's 4 months that leads up to a very tense 48 hours.
15 years, really. 15 years and 4 months.
She wants to be fine, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And she's so looking forward to it. She would be so destroyed if she couldn't go. So I have a feeling that will help. I'm a great believer that your attitude to health is as important as the physical aspects, right?
I might.
You might what?
Fly.
You might fly?
Yeah, beat him. Remember that?
All areas within the terminal building are designated as smoke-free. Thank you for your cooperation.
think that's what I've learned from her too, is that, you know, you can anticipate things, you can plan things, but really it's living in the moment. And that's how she makes her art, and that's how she makes her marks. She doesn't anticipate, she doesn't look back, she doesn't look forward. She's there. She's just there. Hello, Marie.
I'm Andrea. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Marie. Marie, are you the designer? Yeah. Oh my God. What's the name of your brand, Marie? Just so I have it. And it's your first New York Fashion Week, I hear, but you've been designing for 15 years. How has this experience been for you? Yeah?
I think it really is important to acknowledge internationally, there are very few apparent disabled designers who are showing at these global fashion weeks. And Marie's presence doing this is critical to create pathways for other designers.
Everybody, say from the Down syndrome community, the autism communities, you know, all of these different communities that where people have truly live outside of the culture, truly have a whole world to share and bring to all of us.
There you go, there you go. You got it? Yeah.
Her heart seems to be out front. That has the ability to change people, to see what it is to just have your heart out first and approach people with love and trust before anything else, and especially in a creative process.
You have 9 new likes, Marie.
She's challenging the process of fashion design.
And it'll feel good to share that with the students that have worked so hard to build it. It's not just all about Marie, you know, it's about her being able to do this with other artists.
Being able to showcase Marie's work is like, it's a dream, I think, for a lot of us on the team, not just Marie.
I love her, she loves me, and I was thinking the other day, whatever I'm gonna do, I want to keep in touch with Marie, and maybe we can, I don't know, maybe I don't know. Something good is gonna happen, hopefully.
We all trust each other now. And I think that people trust each other's process, and that we have a confidence in each other that I think was maybe hard won at the beginning.
Marie?
This is an incredible example of how one person can create a world filled with objects that are just from her lived experience. I think that that is really exciting and joyful.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So at one point before the pandemic, Marie had a booth at the Seaport Market. You'd be sitting there drawing and stuff. But one lady came in, she just looked and shook her head. She said, I don't believe it. I don't believe she's doing this. I don't believe this is her work. And I thought, wow, that's interesting that she was so adamant that this was not Marie's work. That
what?
It was, and I said, well, I helped her get the sewing done, but it's all her work.
It's my work, you can do that.
Yeah. We judge people and we don't understand what their capacity is because they can't speak it to us the way we typically communicate.
Talking?
So, yeah, talking. Talking can be hard. And sometimes talking with your with your drawing and your art, it can speak a lot louder. And you can tell people about your great skills and the great things and the gifts that you have to share.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.